Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of our aftermarket review, where we touch on how the markets moved throughout the day, see how we closed, as well as go over our plays from this morning, work up the numbers, and see how we made out. Let's get right into it. We got a lot to talk about. The S&P, the Dow, and the NASDAQ all closed in the red today. The SPY was down 0.81%, the Dow was down 0.54, and the NASDAQ down 0.72 at close. Now, that's not too bad. It's a little bit of a pullback, but not too bad, especially considering the fact that the VIX also closed down nearly 2%, which normally when we see the SPY and the Dow and the NASDAQ all down, the VIX is in the green. So the fact that they all closed red today is a little bit of a different story. We had a little pullback yesterday and now a little pullback today. However, pretty much flat. Not the big drawdowns like we've been having over the previous weeks that we've been seeing. To kind of get into our plays for the day, we watched our Disney. We talked about buying Disney yesterday. We held them overnight to see if we get a little more run out of them. They was up in the pre-market. They opened up in the market. Then we started to lose some volume. Trades end up turning around. And I ended up selling out of them at $12.25, which was a $4 gain. That represented a 3.2% gain on our investment. Not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. They fell down below our Fibonacci line. I wanted to see if they would retrace back down. They actually turned around and come back up and ended up closing right at our Fibonacci line. So I was glad we got out of them when we did. We made good money. I'm not going to complain about that. Our EVGOs still never got up today. Didn't make our price targets. I went ahead and held on to them. Go ahead and see how they play out tomorrow. See if we finally get that pop in the market that we're looking to get. SNDLs, I bought this morning in the pre-market. They opened up, they come down further. I end up averaging down, so now I've got a double position held at 38.13 cents. So we'll see if we get a pop out of them tomorrow. You know, I'm kind of looking at the market and thinking that this is sort of a bullish scenario. I know we've been red over the last couple of days, but here on this channel, we like buying in the red. So the market's been in the red, but it's only been slightly in the red. Even though every day this week we've opened up, the VIX has gone up 5-6%, and the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ's been red most of the day, and yet as the day progresses, the bulls are kind of pushing it up, and we're not quite getting to green, but we're pushing way up from where we start out at. We're pushing that VIX down. If you're not familiar with the VIX is the market volatility index. I like to keep that right on my watch list along with the major markets, because usually when it's up, when it's green, the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ are going to be down. When it's red, they're going to be up. So the fact that it's been starting out so green and getting pushed down every day, especially coming off of the sell-offs that we've been having, I'm kind of looking at that as a bullish trade. If we could just kind of start out the day without that fear where everyone's afraid of what might happen during the day, and just start off the way we're finishing out, we could have a really good day in the market tomorrow. So that's what I'm kind of looking at. Touch on that more in the morning when we see how the pre-markets are going, how the overseas markets work, and how they close out tonight. So as far as that goes, we did get out of our Disney. We liquidated. We made 3.7%. EVGOs we're holding. We doubled down on SNDL, and we're holding that overnight. We'll see how that plays out tomorrow. Hope you are having a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the morning before the bell. Remember, never trade with your emotions. Always trade by the numbers.